Holy cow, folks, this is huge news that everybody in the United States needs to know about, so you need to share this information widely because it could impact your health. Did you know that the CDC quietly pared down its food safety monitoring 2 months ago? That's right, because of funding cuts, FoodNet, which is the federal food safety system that normally monitors for different germs, had to pare down the 8 that they routinely monitor down to just 2. That's right, they're paring it down to just 2 germs that they're actively looking for at the federal level. So right now they're only looking for salmonella and Shiga toxin producing E. coli. Before, they were looking at Campylobacter, Cyclospora, Listeria, Shigella, Vibrio, and Yersinia. Those aren't harmless pathogens. Those all can cause severe disease and potentially kill people, and they don't have enough funding now to be able to alert people about these various pathogens, and it's going to rely on state-level food safety systems in order to be able to identify these issues. And at the state level, some states don't even have enough funding to be able to do this properly. Therefore, we're at risk of having additional foodborne illness outbreaks and people will be harmed unnecessarily. What you can do is talk to your legislators about funding food safety because more surveillance equals safer food.
If you live in the United States, I would heavily consider only shopping for groceries at Costco or Aldi from now on. Due to the funding cuts from Trump's administration, the CDC has cut down massively its food safety programs. They are now only actively monitoring for 2 harmful pathogens. This doesn't mean the other pathogens are harmless. They are still harmful. They just simply do not have the funding or wherewithal to be able to monitor for all of these. They have now stated it is up to states to now monitor for these other pathogens. But keep in mind, a lot of states do not have the funding to monitor for these. Hence why the CDC gets federal funding to monitor for the entire country. But that funding has been cut. Costco and Aldi do their own food safety monitoring programs, and I would consider just shopping for groceries at places that you know are safe and are monitoring actively so that we don't have situations where you go and buy shrimp at Walmart and it's radioactive and you ate it and now you're in the hospital.
It's radioactive shrimp and more recalled foods that you need to keep off your Labor Day table. Hi, I'm Monty. I track recalls so you don't have to. Under recall, we have shrimp exposed to a radioactive substance and sold nationwide under multiple brand names at multiple grocers, including Walmart, Kroger, and so many more. Korean oysters are under a norovirus safety alert. Brown eggs sold in California and Nevada are under recall for salmonella. Viva raw pet food is under recall for listeria and salmonella. Yes, it can hurt humans as well. Hostess chocolate ding dongs are under recall for mold. Bluebell chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream is under recall for undeclared nuts. H-E-B blueberry pretzels under recall for undeclared wheat. Taylor Farms honey balsamic salad kit under recall for undeclared sesame and soy. Sabrositos Hondureños Olancho brand chorizo pork chops and ribs are under recall because they have fake USDA inspection stamps. You can't even make it up. You can't. And finally, Trader Joe's uncured pepperoni pizza under recall because it wasn't properly inspected. As always, I have as much detail as I can fit into an Instagram caption for you, but get everything that you need to know at fda.gov or fsis.usda.gov. Stay safe.
Food recalls. Today is August 21st, 2025. I am on the FDA. We're going to go over some things that are being recalled due to microorganisms such as bacteria, contamination. I like to focus on food because, foodborne illnesses and all of that. So if you'd like, get into the habit of checking the FDA sites. This way you know what's being recalled and for what. I'm going back to August 9th. This is actually not food, but it's the over-the-counter antiseptic lotion soap, external analgesics, antimicrobial foam soaps, and antiseptic cleansers. And it's being recalled. So the brand name is Dermoclean, Dermasara, Clean Foam, and Perigene. I hope I'm saying that right. Anyway, it's being recalled due to Burkholderia cepacia, so contamination with that microorganism. And it's very funny because you use these over-the-counter antiseptic soaps and cleanser to get rid of bacteria or microorganism on your hand, like you're practicing hand hygiene. This is actually being recalled with a contamination with Burkholderia cepacia. This is a bacteria that can be very problematic, especially if you have immune system problem like immunocompromised. And this bacteria is known to cause a lot of problem in patients who have cystic fibrosis. So I would pay close attention to that. On the 12th of August, we have the brand name Quesito El Establo. This is a Spanish cheese, Quesito Colombiano. It is being recalled due to the presence of rodent activity, and other insanitary conditions during the manufacturing and storage process. Somebody want to say hantavirus? Don't eat it, okay? On the same date, this is August 12th, 2025, Wegmans, New York. The cheeses are being recalled due to potential foodborne illness causing by the bacteria known as Listeria monocytogen. I always say this whenever I'm doing recalls. Listeria monocytogen is very bad, especially for the sensitive demographics. So that would be pregnant women, obviously if you have immune system problems, but also the elderly and the younger demographics, so the toddlers, the babies, and all of that. You want to be very careful with that because it's a very dangerous microorganism. Okay, and let's see. On the 13th of August, Quesito El Establo, again, that's the Spanish cheese. I don't know why it's recalled in 2 different dates. I'm assuming maybe it was like different lots or different production time. But again, it's also still due to the presence of rodent activity, and other insanitary conditions during manufacturing and storage processes. Rodents are dirty. They carry a lot of diseases. They carry a lot of microorganisms, just not the bacteria. It can also be fungal. It can also be parasite. It can also be viral. Hantavirus. Again, don't eat it. On the 14th of August, we have the brand name Brie Royal Faucon. I hope I'm saying that right. It is also cheese. It's being recalled due to potential contamination with what? Listeria monocytogen. Again. And then on the 18th of August, the brand name is Middlefield Original Cheese and Co-op Copia Collective Farmers Cheese. It's a lot of cheese being recalled. And then I'm thinking, because I'm not doing a deep read on this, I'm just reporting what I am seeing on the FDA, so this way you can have an idea of what you need to look at if you have in your refrigerator. But oftentimes when a lot of the same thing being recalled over multiple brands, especially in the same time, and for the same reason, it's usually because the main person or the main company that distributes that particular item, but then it's being sold to different places under different brand. That's usually what happens. So it could be one particular part, but then, gives or sell to other brand names, and then they sell it under their own brand. So I think that's what's happening here, because this is still also being recalled due to potential contamination with Listeria monocytogen. And that's it. So a lot of cheeses. So as I always say, make sure you are looking at what's in your refrigerator, your pantry, what you're consuming, what you're buying, and just check to see if anything is being recalled, right? You can do it on a weekly basis. It's FDA site. You have access to it, I have access to it, and you just need to see what's being recalled and for what reason. This way you don't get sick. Okay? Especially if you're living with people who are in the sensitive demographic. So it may not be just you, but maybe you're living with a sick parent, babies. Cheese is enjoyed by everybody, right? So be careful. Do not ingest it. Return it to the store. Get your credit back. But above all else, do not eat it, because Boycott YMCA, Listeria monocytogen, and anything that was exposed to rodents, don't do that. Don't play with yourself. Don't play with your health. It is better you prevent than treat. So with that, that's it for me as far as August. Hopefully you have less recalls. But anyway, if I come across something, I'll come on here and tell you about it. Okay? Bye.
So there are 7 new food recalls and 2 public health alerts from the past week. Today is September 1st. I've been providing updates since the Federal Health Agency communication pause, so make sure you're following to stay updated. First, Hans Kissel recalled its red potato blitz salad for undeclared wheat, and Country Eggs pulls Sunshine Yolks cage-free eggs after salmonella was linked to 92 illnesses in California and Nevada. Aquastar recalled its 6-ounce cocktail shrimp sold at Walmart, and Kroger Mercado frozen cooked shrimp, which were both tied to contamination risk. Southwinds Foods expanded its recall of multiple frozen shrimp brands over possible cesium-137 contamination. Dermarite Industries widened its nationwide recall of sanitizers, cleansers, and creams after more lots tested positive for bacterial contamination. Viva Ra recalled select dog and cat foods with salmonella and listeria, and Green Lumber issued an alert for counterfeit supplements containing undeclared tadalafil. FSIS also warned about Trader Joe's frozen uncured pepperoni pizza, which was imported without U.S. reinspection. Please check the captions for more details and share this video to